Damn, that is a tasty ass cup of tea. Hello cyberdogs and citizens of the internet, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft Survival with me, RENDOG'S. In the previous episode, we were exploring this awesome freaking cave network, which is 5,400 blocks from Mole City and from our original spawn location. So we are miles away from home, but as you guys can see, we have established for ourselves a little base over here. We have a zombie spawner right in the center, which I actually want to take care of. Let's get rid of this janky ass thing. It is driving me crazy, man. I am busy cooking up some iron, and man, we are on an absolutely epic adventure today, guys. I've put everything that we picked up in the previous episode into this chest, and man, have I got some sweet plans for today. Before we get cracking though, my friends, I want to say a big thank you to all of you cyberdogs out there who left me a message on the previous episode. You guys have been giving me such amazing ideas for this particular adventure. I want to thank all of you who have been commenting. You guys have been commenting like absolute crazy on this adventure, so thank you so much, man. So freaking happy to see that you guys are enjoying this adventure with me. Yeah, it's been absolutely awesome, and I can tell you something, I am so freaking excited to get back on this adventure, guys. I've been thinking about it all freaking day and all freaking night, and man, I am pumped to get going. Now, I want to make myself a compass though before we go any further. Let's get that up in the belly. That is of course going to help us to eventually find our way home. And what I also want to do, guys, is just make a few better tools for myself too. So check it out. Let's just make a whole bunch of sticks. I want to make myself a better shovel. Let's get rid of the stone shovel, and I suppose we should make ourselves an axe too, right? Yeah, let's make ourselves an axe, and we probably have enough iron to make a little bit of an armor set for ourselves, so let's do that. Oh baby, this freaking adventure is turning out so awesome. Check it out. Are we gonna have enough to make a full set of armor for ourselves? Yes we are, baby. Oh baby, there we go. Full set of iron armor in the bajingo. Bam! Thank you very much. Look at that. Boom! We are ready to freaking head off on this adventure, guys. Now we're going to be cooking down a whole bunch of iron. We already have cooked down a whole bunch of iron in here. And what I have been thinking is about potentially leaving all of this stuff here. Now, one of you guys in the comments of the previous episode said, RENDOG'S, there is no need to take all of this stuff with you. Why don't you just fill that chest inside of the spawner with a whole bunch of jazz, and that'll open up some more inventory slots for you. And then when we've finished this adventure, we can come back here via the nether eventually, and that would be actually a really easy way to get our stuff again. So I thought that was an absolutely awesome idea. Just forgot we need to make for ourselves a sword too. So let's get that in the belly. I've got a bed, so that's good. We're going to need this bed. I've been thinking about whether or not we should be using this bed, because of course if we use the bed, that's going to reset our spawn, and then when we die we will respawn in the bed, and of course if we die now we will respawn back in Mole City. But I'm thinking we've got this compass, this is going to take us all the way home, so we don't really have to worry about that. Let's take a bed. We're going to use the bed to sleep the freaking nights away, because today, my friends, we are on a serious mission. Today, we are going on a mission to discover biomes that we have never found before. That is correct, my friends. One of you cyberdogs out there gave me an absolutely awesome idea in the previous episode, and you said, RENDOG, why don't you take this opportunity to find a whole bunch of biomes that you have not found yet, and you should just go looking for them until you find them. Do not freaking stop until you find them. Oh, hang on, I need some feathers to make these arrows, don't I? Oh yeah, I don't have any feathers. Okay, that's all right. We've got 2 freaking arrows and a bow now, so at least we have a little bit of ranged action. We've got our bed. I'm going to leave everything else in here, my friends. Perhaps what we should do, though, is take some of this coal in case we need to make some more torches. And we should probably take this crafting table with us also. Do we have any more coal in here? No, it doesn't look like it. I think I'll take the iron with me too, though. That might come in handy. And let's take these sticks too. Okay, awesome. All right, guys, this is it, man. We're going to continue our freaking adventure today, and today's adventure episode is going to be on the overland. We are going to be trying to find our way into an unknown biome. There are a couple of biomes that we are yet to discover, including a mesa biome, I believe is one of them. And what are the other biomes that we haven't discovered yet? We haven't discovered the flower forest, and I think there's also a spruce forest that has mossy cobblestone in it that we haven't discovered yet, as some of you guys were telling me about that in the comments. So that's pretty awesome, man. We have got a ton of new biomes to discover. And if we can find that mesa biome, there are some blocks in that mesa biome that we haven't actually discovered yet that are an awesome color, and we may be able to use those blocks in a build in Mole City. So all freaking good, man. And also, we are, of course, going to try and get for ourselves a diamond. It is the primary objective of this adventure, is to get a diamond. But the secondary objective is to find a new biome, and that is exactly what we're going to do, guys. And I don't think this could be more apt. We are heading in the direction of Orion, the Northern Star, and man, this is going to be freaking sweet. My friends, our very first challenge lies before us. The beach of this island is infested with the undead, and it is going to be our very first mission to clear this place of skeletons, zombies, stepping your arrows like a boss. Check it out, man. Absolutely wrecked that skeleton. Wrecked that skeleton too. Hello, zombie. Say hello to my freaking sword. Baby. Mission 1 accomplished, guys. That was actually accomplished with ease too, which makes me feel really good. It makes me feel like this is going to be an excellent adventure that we're about to head on, guys. I think that we may be able to discover something absolutely awesome today, and if we do, I'm going to be the happiest cyberdog on the freaking planet, man. You know what, guys? I think we should probably sleep the night away, though. Can we sleep? Are there zombies? No, it's absolutely clear. Let's sleep this night away, begin our adventure in the daylight, baby. There we go, the sun rising over the freaking escarpment over there. That is excellent. Let's do this, guys. We are going to be heading off into the unknown, and my thinking is we do not stop until we find a new biome, okay? That is going to be the philosophy for today's adventure. We are going to continue into the unknown until we find something that we haven't yet discovered. We still need to find a jungle temple also, so that is also quite important. Hello, piggers! Say hello to my little friend! Bam! Give me a bacon! Give me a chicken! Baby! That's what I'm talking about. Oh, there's a little bit of bacon here. You thought you'd get away from me. This chicken was hiding in the butthole of that pig. Kinda creepy, but I suppose a pretty good survival strategy. Didn't pay off in the end, though. But anyway, guys, let's head off into the unknown. Is this an... Oh, no. Is this an island that is Oh, no. This island has tricked us. I think this is literally just a small little island in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? It's really cool, though. Oh, my goodness. Jeez, that is a giant cave. What is going on over here? Okay, this is kind of crazy. Have you guys ever seen anything like this in Minecraft? This water is just floating over here. Okay, no idea what is going on over there. Look at that. What in the name? Had to get a screenshot of that, man. I've never seen anything like that in Minecraft before. But yeah, this looks like it is just a little independent island, doesn't it? Which is kind of weird, that we kind of popped up in the middle from the nether and have literally just discovered nothing. Well, guys, I've just come to the back of this island. We were in that position over there, and man, this is looking pretty damn cool, right? A little bit of lava spewing out the side. There's this beautiful little bay over here. This is very cool. But I wonder whether or not this island continues in this direction. I had a feeling for a second that this might have just been a small, tiny little island, much like Silkum Gang Island, in fact, in the middle of nowhere. But it looks like it might extend all the way yonder toward the Northern Star there. So why don't we just carry on going in this direction, see what fate holds for us. And man, I am super pumped for today's adventure, guys. Before I started this episode, I was thinking about what I wanted to talk to you about. And you know what? I want to share a pretty damn cool story with you guys today while we are going off on this adventure. We have got a lot of ground to cover, my friends. We are going to be walking for many, many, many miles to discover something new. And I thought that I might as well tell you guys a pretty sweet story while we're doing it. Looks like we're going to have to head in this direction, though. The island sort of ends over here to the north, so that's kind of interesting. But all of this talk of adventure, reading all of your guys' comments on the previous episode and trying to figure out what I wanted to do in today's episode made me think about my very first real life adventure. I was thinking to myself, Rendog, can you remember the very first real life adventure that you went on? And I was thinking, I was racking my brain to try and figure that out, because it's kind of an interesting question, right? What can you classify as an adventure? Right? I've told you guys the story about when I went shopping for my mum on my bike, and when I came home I fell off my bike and cut open my arm and lost my mum's wallet. I'm sure I've told you guys that story, and I wonder if that was an adventure. And I was thinking about it, and I suppose it was an adventure, because that was the first time that my mum sent me out by myself to go and buy her something from the shops. But it wasn't really an adventure, because my mum asked me to do something, and I was going to do an errand for her, so I'm not going to count that one as the first real life adventure. What I'm going to count as an adventure is the first time that I went out into the world by myself with goals that were completely my own. Okay, with the intention to explore and discover something new, to discover something that I had never discovered before, or in fact just to be completely independent as a little human being, as a little child human being, and to go forth into the unknown and discover something. So that is going to be my criteria for real life adventure, and I kind of figured out my very first real life adventure, and man, it is a freaking sweet one, man. I'm going to tell you guys all about it today. But in the meantime, let's collect a bit of bacon. I got 15 freaking pork chops up in here, which is great. Looks like we've just busted into an extreme hills biome, it looks like it. Pretty beautiful over here, but nothing we haven't seen before. Hello there, piggy. Give me your bacon. Ah, thank you. Man, I'm like a master butcher, right? As soon as I slay these pigs, I'm able to butcher them into freaking pork chops with one slice of my sword. Man, that is some pro freaking butchering going on. But yeah, there are no biomes here that we haven't seen before. We've got a plains biome, it looks like, over here. Keep your damn eyes peeled, cyber dogs, for villages, because we might be able to trade for an Eye of the Ender and make an Ender chest. So keep your eyeballs peeled on the horizon over here. And also keep your eyeballs peeled for really cool flowers. For example, these flowers. I don't think I have, well, I think I have them, but I don't have many of them. But yeah, man, we're going to find some pretty sweet stuff today. I'm so freaking pumped. But anyway, guys, let me tell you about this first real life adventure that I went on. This adventure took place on the coast of South Africa, on the east coast of South Africa. My family and I, for December, for Christmas time, we used to go to this little town on the east coast of South Africa for Christmas holidays. Every December, from the age of probably 7 years old to, wow, until 18 years old, we used to go to this place. We used to go to this little town on the east coast of South Africa for Christmas holiday. And doesn't that look really cool? Man, this looks like a building or something. I think it's just natural, though. Oh, man, that's pretty cool. Jeez, I thought this... Oh, it looks like ruins or something, right? Like desert ruins? Man, this is a pretty cool place to be naturally spawned. Absolutely awesome. But we're just going to carry on going in this direction, though, my friends. But yeah, we used to go to this awesome little town on the east coast of South Africa for holiday. And most of my, or many of my favorite childhood memories come from my holidays to this place in December, because it was just my brother, the real Gox, my mama, and my stepfather, and we just used to go as a family, and we would go there for like a whole month. And we would stay in a house that was literally on the sea. And when I say on the sea, I literally mean you could almost throw a stone from the house into the ocean. That is how close we were to the ocean. Look at this, man. That is a really cool color of leaf. I think it's because it's near this desert over here, isn't it? But anyway, we were staying in this amazing place. It was so close to the ocean. My brother and I used to count the days to when we would go on holiday so that we could go to this place. We absolutely loved it there. And we started going there when I was probably around 7 years old, 7 or 8 years old, I suppose. And man, to get to this place, we used to drive all the way from our home in Johannesburg all the way to the east coast of South Africa, and the drive would take us probably 10 to 12 hours depending on how many times we would stop. And we would drive down there with a trailer full of all of our clothes and food for the month, because we used to stay there for sort of 7-8 weeks. It was absolutely amazing how long we used to stay there, and we just had the best freaking holidays ever there. And one of my favorite memories, one of my earliest memories of a real life adventure comes from one of these times on holiday at this place on the east coast of South Africa. Now, I can't remember exactly how old I was, but I'm thinking, due to the nature of this adventure and what happened during this adventure, I'm thinking that I was probably around 9 or 10 years old, around the age where guys are just starting to think about girls. Oh yeah, man. You know, suddenly girls, I'm talking about that age where girls are suddenly not those icky, disgusting things that we don't ever want to talk to, but actually girls are starting to become a little bit interesting. So I think I was probably about 9 or 10 years old. And as you guys can probably work out, this very first real life adventure involves a girl. Now, even though we used to stay right on the beach in this house, in this place on the east coast of South Africa, my mum didn't really feel comfortable with letting my brother and I go out alone until we were a little bit older. So when we first started going there, whenever we wanted to go to the beach, for example, my mum or my stepfather would come with us, or my stepbrother or someone who was older would come with us to the beach. But as we started to get older, we wanted to go, my brother and I wanted to go on these adventures more and more. And of course, it would become extremely annoying for my mum and my stepfather to always have to come with us on these adventures. And one day I remember saying to my MudDog, I want to go all the way to the rock beach, which was this beach next to rocks that was about a mile, about 2 miles away from our house along the beach, so about 3 or 4 kilometers away from our house. And basically this place that we were staying at, I better get this bed down actually, let's sleep this night away before the zombies spawn. But this house that we were staying on was on a beach that was in total probably about 10 miles long in total, all the way. It runs all the way up the coast of South Africa. It's an absolutely amazing beach. It's not a sort of 10-mile long beach. It's sort of broken up by jagged rocks every now and then. And there is one beach that is the most popular beach where everybody goes to, and that beach was called Rock Beach, and that was the beach that I wanted to go to. We never used to go there because it was quite a long walk for everybody, and you know, my family were on holiday. They didn't really want to walk that far, and because we had a beach right in front of our house, you know, they sort of thought, well, why do you want to go all the way to that beach when you can just go to the beach right in front of the house? But of course, that beach was where everybody else was going. That's where all the other people who were there, all the tourists and all the other holiday makers were at Rock Beach. And of course, there was some fun ladies there, man. Damn. And I wanted to go and see some of those ladies. But anyway, one day I said to my mum and dog, let's go to Rock Beach. I want to go there. I want to go there. And she just, I think she was cooking lunch or something, and she just did not feel like taking me all the way to Rock Beach. And she just said to me, you know what, you're old enough now. Why don't you go to Rock Beach by yourself? Just make sure that you just stay on the beach. Don't walk into the roads. Walk all the way along the beach until you get there, and then come right back. I want you to come back in 3 hours. Don't talk to any strangers. You know, don't do anything stupid. Don't swim in the sea. And make sure that you stay completely safe. And I'll see your ass back here in 3 hours, or there'll be hell to pay. And man, that was the ticket that I needed to head off on my very first real life freaking adventure. And man, was I super excited. I got my little backpack. My mum put a bottle of water in there and a sandwich for me. I had glasses also that my mum had got for me from this surf shop. They were the worst glasses ever. Really nerdy, ugly glasses. And my mum also bought like a strap so that the glasses wouldn't fall off my face. You know those really nerdy straps that go around the back of your neck? But, you know, my mama's a pretty hard lady, man. You don't mess with her. And if my mama tells you to wear those glasses with that strap, you wear it or you're going to get your ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, guys, I set off on this very real life adventure all the way from my house. I went down the walkway that goes through this sort of wild dune area just in front of our house, and there's this little pathway that goes through these bushes, the sort of dune bushes and whatnot, and it takes you all the way down to the sea and all the way down to the beach. And I got down there and I remember looking up to the house and just thinking, man, this is going to be so freaking awesome. I am free at last. I can do what I want, and I'm going to go all the way to Rock Beach and come all the way back. And you know, it's your first adventure as a kid. It's something special, man. It's something awesome, you know. It's something that you remember for a very long time, and it's certainly something that I've remembered all the way to this day. But check it out, guys. We have walked into a dark oak wood forest, looking pretty awesome. Little mushroom action going on over here. However, we still are yet to find anything that we haven't found yet. So you know what, guys? I think I'm just going to set up a little camp over here. Look, oh man, it looks like I didn't bring that freaking furnace with me. Well, good thing that I brought a couple of little stacks of cobblestone here too. So let's get cooking some pork chops, actually, because we are running out of food. Let's just get this in the belly. Pork chops, get a cooking. Man, these pork chops are going to be tasty. They are getting marinated by this giant ass mushroom over here, man. Get in my belly, pork freaking chops. Man, I managed to pick up 2 bits of flint too, so we can make a couple of arrows. Not exactly amazing, but the more arrows we can make, the better. We've got 14 arrows now, so that's pretty awesome. Got a little bit of dirt, which is going to serve us well, I hope. And yeah, we have got a freaking stack of pork chops now. Or not a stack, we've got 24 pork chops. That's a pretty awesome a number of pork chops, though. We still have a saddle also, guys, which we found in the chest of one of those dungeons in the previous episode. Which means if we find a horse, we'll be able to tame that sucker and get around this place quicker, man. That's going to be absolutely awesome. Man, this adventure is going so freaking well. Anyway, let's pick up our gear and move on. Just took a little bit of a pit stop over here, man. You know, I had to go to the little boy's room, take a leak, cook up some pork chops, and yeah, we are now ready to freaking move on. I actually came up here to scout the land to see where we want to head next, and I'm thinking, let's go all the way up here and have a look. Look at this chicken, man. This chicken's having a look too. Let's have a look. Well, it seems like, still nothing new. This forest goes all the way through there, which seems quite interesting. Maybe we should do that. Let's head along the top of this little forest canopy all the way in this direction and see if we can actually find something new through this valley, I suppose. It seems like the most intriguing way to go. So let's do this, man. We are going to just carry on going, guys, until we find a freaking biome that we haven't seen yet. That is the goal for this adventure. And of course, getting a diamond is the other goal. But we're just going to carry on going. Hopefully, we'll be able to find something new, something interesting as we go. But anyway, guys, let's carry on with our freaking story. You know what? I'm going to take a little bit of a pit stop over here, though. Let me just have a sip of this tea. There we go. Alright, so where were we? Yes, so young RENDOG'S had his awesome nerdy glasses and a backpack with water and a sandwich in it, ready for his first real life adventure. Speaking of horses, there are freaking horses over here, man. And these are pitch white horses too, which is excellent. Okay, this is awesome, guys. We're going to tame one of these suckers. Oh, come on! Come on, horsey! Come on, dude! Come on. You and I, we're going to be buddies, man. We're going to be friends. You and me, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, was he loving us? Is he loving us there? Nope, 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 not yet. Okay, let's try another time. Come on, horsey, please. Please take me on. I know you want it. I know you want to be with me. Come on, horsey, please. We will go on sweet-ass adventures together, you and I. It's going to be absolutely awesome. There we go. Come on. Oh, no, no, he's not happy. All right, let's try one more time. This must be a really good horse if he's not willing to take us. Come on, horsey. Come on, come on, come on. You know you want to. You know you want to. You know you want a new master. You don't want to hang around with these losers over here, man. Come on. Let's do this thing. You and me, baby. We're going on adventures. We're going far and wide on adventures, and it is going to be awesome. There we go. Yes, 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 yes. Come on. Oh, this is good. This is good. I think he's loving us. I think he's loving us. Yes? No. Oh, come on, horse. Okay, let's try this one more time, my friends. This horse, This is one stubborn ass horse, my friends. I've been trying to tame his ass for freaking minutes now, and he just will not have it. There we go, finally! Yes! Oh, hello, horsey. Put the saddle on, baby. Oh, yes! Awesome. Okay. Oh, Oh, no, look how sad the baby is. The baby knows. The baby knows that the mum is going. I'm sorry, little baby. Your mum is going to have to leave you. You still have a daddy up there, though, so, man, I feel kind of bad now. But let's see. How high can this freaking horse jump? It's not the greatest horse, I gotta say. It took me ages to freaking tame the thing. And, oh man, look how freaking sweet that horse is, though. We already have a white horse. You know what? Actually, you know what? Dude, you know what? I don't want your ass. Go back to your damn family, okay? You got a little foal that you need to take care of. I'm gonna take one of these horses. This horse in particular looks very freaking awesome. All right, Rendog, the horse whisperer, is kicking in. No, horse, you know you wanna. You know you want to go on an adventure. You're hanging out with these horses that look exactly the same as your ass. And it is got to be getting boring around here, man. Seriously. Yes, he's nodding. Look, he's nodding. He knows he wants to go. He has been stuck in this valley his entire life. He was born here, raised here, spent his entire horsey life here. And he wants to see the great wide world. I've got a beautiful stable for you to go to too, my friend. You will feel right at home in there, man. It is such a sweet place. Trust me, little horsey. You want to go there. And have I tamed him? Have I tamed him? Yes! Sweet. Okay, let's get the saddle on this sucker. There we go. He's beautiful. I love this horse. Let's see. How's his jumping? Ain't great either. But you know what? It is pretty sweet. This horse is better. It's better than running on my own two legs, isn't it? Although we already have a grey horse, though, don't we? Oh my goodness, guys. We're going to have to tame another one, aren't we? I think we're probably going to have to tame... Oh, look at these ones. These ones are the sweetest. All right, horse, listen, you and me, man. We're going to do this. You're brown. I don't have a brown horse. I got a grey one. That grey one wasn't very good. It wasn't very fast. I want your ass. Look at you, man. You look like a freaking sweet-ass hardcore horse. You have been through the wars. You have battled. You have been through many furious engagements. And yes, he wants to be my friend. Sweet. Okay, there we go, man. Look at this brown horse. He is pretty awesome. Doesn't jump very high, though. And he seems to lag pretty badly, too. All right, this guy absolutely sucks. Okay, we got one more brown horse to try. All right, guys, third time's a charm. This horse has got to take us, right? Look at him. He's interested. He's feisty. He's got a very strong personality. Look at him, man. He's talking to cows. He's talking to sheep. And he looks like he's got a lot of energy, man. He is young. He is ready to ride. He is ready to race, baby. And he is going to be awesome company for Atreyu and Napoleon. Because look, man, he is from a distant foreign land. They have never seen a horse like this before. Man, they're going to be like, what in the jazz? Where do you come from, man? Come on, horsey. You know you want some of this. You know you want to go on a freaking adventure. I know you do, man. Oh, come on. Come on, horse. You know you want to. Look at these distant lands we could head to. You and I, man. We could... Think of the adventures we could have together, horse. You and me, man. It could be amazing. We could freaking go off into the unknown, discover amazing lands. Man, I could introduce you to some pretty fine horses from the other side of the world. You know what I'm saying? There, look at that. That got his attention. All right, sweet. There we go, man. Okay, let's see if this horse is any better than those ones. It's a little bit better. It feels like it's a little bit faster. So, you know what? We're going to stick with this one. All right, horse. Welcome to the RENDOG'S pack. Please say hello, Cyberdogs, to our brand new horse. I have no idea what we're going to name this sucker. You know what? I'm going to leave that up to you, man. Let's try and get some names, guys. Stick it in the comment section below. Any really awesome names that you guys can come up with, I will consider to name this sweet-ass horse. Well, guys, here we are on our brand new horse. Even though we are moving faster, I must say, it's kind of difficult to navigate through these damn trees. Horses are so freaking bugged in this game, man. It is so annoying, but we're doing the best that we can. Let's get back to the story that I was telling you guys, my first real life adventure. And man, it was so freaking awesome. There I was with my sunglasses and my backpack, looking like a damn nerd, but ready to go forth into the unknown and to go to Rock Beach and see and try and just see something that I've never seen before. That was my goal, and I started off on the adventure, and the the walk to Rock Beach was about a 45-minute walk along the beach, and you also had to go through these different rocky sections. Also, there were 2 rocky sections that you needed to go through before you could get to Rock Beach. And the rocky sections were pretty hardcore, man. You had to sort of climb up the rocks and clamber over them. And this looks like a biome that we may not have seen before. This is like a spruce biome or something, right? Let's go in here, man. Come on, horsey. Get your ass out of there, man. Freaking unable to swim horse. What's wrong with you, man? But yeah, guys, I went off on this adventure and I was walking along the beach and I got to the first rock escarpment, or the first rock outcrop. I crossed that rock outcrop with ease because my brother and I and my mum used to go there all the time. So I knew how to get over those rocks pretty easily. And on the other side of that rock was another very popular beach for tourists because it was right next to a hotel. And that's where when my mum wanted to go to a beach that had people on it, that was the beach that we used to go to. But you know, I wanted to go even further than that, man. I wanted to go exploring. I wanted to go to Rock Beach, which was all the way on the other freaking side of this beach. It was about another mile or another 2-kilometer walk from the hotel beach to get to Rock Beach. And I carried on going, man. That sun was blazing on my skin, burning me something fierce. My water bottle was getting consumed, and man, the sun was up. It was a beautiful freaking summer's day in South Africa. And something was in the air, man. Something was in the air. Something cool was going to happen. And you know what, guys? I was walking along the beach, and all of a sudden, to my left, at the top of the beach, halfway between Rock Beach and the hotel beach, I saw somebody. I saw somebody that I hadn't seen in a really long time. Somebody that was a girl. And I couldn't actually believe my eyes. You see, this was somebody who I suppose was my childhood girlfriend, I suppose, when I was a small child. We went to the same kindergarten together. We were even born in the same freaking hospital together. But this was when I was living in another city called Bloemfontein. And when my mum met my stepfather, we left Bloemfontein and we went to Johannesburg. So when I left Bloemfontein, I never saw her again. And it was about 3 years since I had actually seen her before in Bloemfontein. And there, in front of my freaking eyeballs, in the distance, sort of on the horizon as I was walking along this beach, I saw her and I recognized her father, because her father was this rather large, round man with a giant-ass mustache. Pretty difficult guy to sort of miss in a crowd, if you know what I'm saying. And he was also a sailor, and he was preparing his Hobie Cat boat to go sailing on the sea, and that's when I spotted her. But the moment that I saw her, guys, I freaked the jazz out, man. I was so nervous that I didn't even know what to do. I remember just freezing in my freaking tracks. Freezing right there, thinking to myself, oh my god, what am I going to do? I'm not going to be able to go and talk to her. I'm too embarrassed. I don't know what to say. I haven't seen her in ages. I mean, I don't know what was going through my sort of 9 or 10-year-old brain, but all I know was that I was too freaking scared to go and talk to her. So what did I do? I sat my ass down on that beach and I started making a sandcastle. I was sort of in... Oh, no! No. Whew. I was sort of in range, like in eyeball range of her. I could see her in the distance, and I was hoping that she would maybe look in my direction and see me, and sort of come over and say hello. I suppose that's what I was hoping for. Although now that I talk about it, it seems like it was a bit creepy, really. There I was sitting on this beach making a sandcastle, hoping that this girl would come and speak to me. And I made the sandcastle, and I sat there next to that sandcastle for about an hour. Literally just sat there, just hoping that she would come and talk to me. And of course, she never did. I don't think she saw me, or if she did, she might have been just as nervous as I was to come and say hello. These damn trees and this damn horse is driving me crazy, man. But yeah, an hour passed, and I thought to myself, you know what, I better get home. My MudDog is going to be so freaking angry with me if I don't get home. And maybe next time around, maybe tomorrow I'll come back, and maybe this time she'll speak to me. And I went all the way home, and that was the end of my adventure. But man, I couldn't believe that I had seen this girl, and I thought about it every single minute of that day and that night, and I couldn't wait for the sun to go down to sleep and for the next day to come so that I could go back. And of course, the next day at exactly the same time as the previous day, I said to my mama, I'm going to Rock Beach, mama, I will see you, I will smell you later. And off I went with my backpack and my glasses all the way back to that exact same position, and of course, lo and behold, there she was again with her family on that freaking beach in between Rock Beach and the hotel beach. And I sat down in exactly the same place, plonked my ass down, started building a sandcastle once again, hoping that she would come over and say hello, and you know, be able to take it from there. And of course, once again, nothing happened. And an hour or so passed again, and I had to go back home. And I sort of left the sandcastle there, and the tide came in and sort of washed the sandcastle away, and off I went back home again. Kind of getting a little bit disheartened, you know. I was too freaking terrified and too nervous to actually go and talk to her. And I was hoping that the sandcastle that I was making was going to be so awesome that for some reason she would come over to look at it and recognize me or something. I suppose that was my thinking. Kind of crazy thinking, I guess, but it was crazy enough to work, I think. But anyway, the next day came around, and I thought to myself, well, we might as well try one more time. And maybe this time around, I will actually talk to her. I'll just go up and talk to her, and, you know, we can take it from there. And I went on the adventure, backpack, glasses, sandwich, nerves, a bag of freaking nerves I went all the way back to the same spot, plonked my ass down, built that damn sandcastle, and of course, nothing happened again. And I was, again, just too nervous to go and talk to her. I just froze, and I sat there for another hour, and I just couldn't go and talk to her, guys. I just couldn't pluck up the courage to do so. And I was really, really sad. I remember at the end of that last day, I was so down. I was so sad because I just felt like a loser, man. I felt like I just didn't have it in me to go and talk to her. And I went back home with my head down, feeling sad. I even remember my mama saying to me, "Is everything okay?" And I said, "Yes, everything is okay." And I didn't go back to that spot again for a couple of days. And I think it was the weekend came around, and when the weekend came around, we used to go and drive to like another town that was close to that one, and we used to go for lunch and go and visit other people. So I didn't really go to the beach on the weekends. I would sort of spend it with my family. But the next week came around, the next Monday came around, and I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to try one more time, okay? I'm going to go back there, and this time, this is the time that we are going to talk to her, and we are going to freaking break the ice, and this is going to happen. I'm just going to go up to her and say hello, and I'm just going to do it, okay? This is it. I'm just going to do it. And I went down, glasses, backpack, sandwich, bottle of water, went down to the beach in front of my house, walked over the the rocks on the way to Rock Beach, walked past across the hotel beach on the way to Rock Beach, and you know what, guys? There, in the distance, I saw her again. But this time, she wasn't with her dad at the boat, or she wasn't further up the beach with her mum on the towels sitting under the umbrella. She was sitting right on the spot where I had been making sandcastles. And you know what? She'd made a sandcastle. And I was so... I cannot even begin to explain to you the feeling that I had. And you know what, guys? As cheesy as this is going to sound, and it's going to sound damn cheesy, but I really think that was the very first time that I experienced what us humans call being in love, right? And of course it was some sort of childish love of a 10-year-old. You know, not really love as an adult might say, but I was just completely blown away. I couldn't believe it. And I walked up to her and I sat down next to her on that beach, and we built that sandcastle together, and we sat there talking to each other for a couple of hours. And it was absolutely amazing. Eventually, I went back with her to her family, and I said hello to her mum and her dad, and they were like, "Oh, so good to see you. Is your mum here? We want to go say hello." And I said, "Yes, my parents are here. My mum is here. Let's go say hello," because, of course, her parents were very good friends of my mum and my father, who passed away when I was younger. So they were very happy to see me, and they were quite eager to see my mum, to see how she was doing and make sure that she was okay. So I said to her, why don't you come with me all the way back to my house, and you can come and say hello to my mum? And they said yes, and I couldn't believe my luck, because I got to walk with this girl all the way back to my house along the beach, talking to her, and I was going to show her where we live. I was so freaking proud, man. I was so proud to show her there. And you know what happened, guys? You know when mums embarrass the freaking bajingo out of you? My mama embarrassed me something fierce that day. An embarrassment that I will never freaking forget. I got to the house, and to get back up to the house from the beach, you had to walk up these stairs. It was about 50 stairs or so up this dune to get back to the house. And I think my mum saw us coming along the beach, and she sort of ran down from the house to come and say hello to her friend. And I was way ahead of this girl's parents. It was this girl and myself. We sort of ran up the stairs to go first. And as I came around the corner, there was my mum. And my mum looked at me and she said, "Oh, there's my boy. It looks like my boy is in love." And as she said that, the girl came around the corner and heard everything that my mum had said, and absolutely embarrassed the bajingo out of me, man. Took me down to Chinatown, my mama did. Made me so freaking embarrassed. I went red as a freaking tomato in that moment. And yeah, you know, it was kind of weird. That moment kind of broke everything, because it made her feel really embarrassed. It made me feel really embarrassed. And we went back to the house, and my parents were having a coffee with her mum and dad, and we just sort of sat there kind of awkwardly, you know, because this whole in love thing had been brought up, and I suppose it had sort of shattered our innocence, I guess. And yeah, and unfortunately, the story doesn't really end very happily, because we didn't really see each other again after that. I didn't go back to the spot on the beach, and she didn't come back to my house. That day just ended kind of awkwardly when my mum sort of killed the freaking vibes. But you know what? It kind of turned out okay in the end, because a few years later, about 5 years later, my mum said to me when I went to boarding school, she said, "Do you want to go and go to this girl's party?" Because we were talking about her sort of 5 years later at dinner, and I sort of said to my mum, "Have you heard from her? How is that girl doing? Is she all right?" And my mum said to me, "Well, why don't you go to her next birthday party? I'll phone her mum and I'll organize for you to go to her next birthday party." And I was like, well, that's kind of embarrassing. I was sort of 13 at the time, and I was like, well, I suppose that's okay. I haven't seen her in so long, though. You know, it might be really super awkward, but I suppose I will go anyway. And I did go to her birthday party. Oh, hello, doggies. And my mum drove me there, and I remember getting there and seeing her, and it was awkward as all hell, man. It was absolutely awkward, but it was okay. At the party, I remember, I don't remember much about the party, but I do remember sort of talking to her by herself at one point, and I said to her, "Do you remember when you made me that sandcastle?" And she looked at me so confused. And she looked at me and she said, "No, I don't remember that at all. What are you talking about?" And it kind of made me realize that maybe the moment and the day and everything that happened on that adventure was more special to me than it was to her, right? That for me it was something completely crazy and I was completely besotted and in love. But for her, maybe it was just a bit of fun, right? And she definitely didn't feel the same way as I did. And so I suppose in the end, it kind of balanced itself out. And yeah, kind of an interesting story for the very first real life adventure that I can remember. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. And you know what? I would absolutely love to hear your guys' first real life adventures. Why don't you write them down in the comment section below, or hit me up on dogcraft.net if you guys have had some really cool real life adventures. Can you remember your very first one? If you can, that's what I want to hear from you guys about, okay? Let me know if you can remember your very first real life adventure and what exactly happened to you. I'd be delighted to read that. But guys, you know what, man? We have been adventuring for ages now, almost 50 minutes. And we haven't found a single new biome. This is absolute madness. I don't think I've ever traveled this freaking far in one adventure in my entire life. But still, the further we go, the deeper we go into Minecraft, the less we are discovering. We're just finding biomes that we've discovered before. So it's kind of sad and kind of annoying. And you know what, guys? We just have to carry on going, man. We just cannot give up. We and this horse, we're going to discover together some brand new biomes. If it's the last freaking thing I do, I'm just going to carry on going, guys, until we find a new biome, because that is my current mission. But thank you so much for watching this episode, my friends. I hope you enjoyed my story. There's a freaking village over there. That is awesome. So in the next episode, guys, we're going to explore this village and see what these villagers have to trade, and hopefully we will be able to discover a new biome in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. Cannot wait to see you in the next one, and cannot wait to hear about your guys' first real-life adventures. This has been RenDog'S playing Minecraft Survival. I'm going to go and take a bed in the inn of that town, and we will see you in the next episode.